See the shit told out. Your mother got this thing running, she already. I told her that it's talking, told him, told me. Show the cover stacks and told out.
See, I'm riding through the city with my whoa. Yeah, we tuned in Hot Mag Online Radio. Yeah, she put that work in there, you know it shows. So who's fucking with this online radio?
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus.
What's good? What's good? What's good, y'all? It's your girl Tara J. With HotxXMag Online Radio. Okay, listen, you guys. Welcome to the show. I see some of y'all tuned in on YouTube and some of y'all tuned in on Facebook. So I want to say a huge shout out to all of you guys who are tuned in right now. Listen, excuse my voice. I out of nowhere yesterday into today start feeling sick, so I'm a little under the weather, but we are here, you guys. And if you're wondering and you're new to the station, I am live here in Pittsburgh, PA on HotxXMag Online Radio, and we got two special guests coming up live tonight. I'm super excited because, as I would call it, I call it a ladies' night. Okay, we got Reecee Raps. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, girl. But we'll get to that. And then Sanavi. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right as well. But I'm super excited for these two ladies. They have a new song out right now. It's called Throw Up. So I'm super, super excited. Right now, you guys, it actually is added into the rotation on HotxXMag Online Radio. So you can listen any time of the day, 24/7 a day. Go ahead, tune into the rotation so you can listen out for their single. Yes. So tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to bring them live so we can start talking about, where they from, how they got started making music, how they even met to start collaborating, and just their whole background story of how they started making music. So I'm excited. So first, I want to introduce them one by one. So first, let's introduce Miss Sanavi. Hey, hey.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you, Tara.
Good seeing you too. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, you guys, quick, before she get into where she's from and all the goodies, I want to let y'all know that she is actually featured on the August cover of Underground Noise magazine for HotxX magazine. So I'm super excited for that.
I'm excited.
Yes. And I mean, I wouldn't say manager, but your team has been sharing your music to me for a while. And I love your music. I like your voice. And I think that your music is really dope.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Now, you guys, it's nothing like a ladies' night without our other lady, Reecee Raps. Hey, girl.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm
hey,
good. How are
Reecee.
you?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good.
That's good. That's good. Again, huge shout out to everybody tuning in. Shout out to Josh from YNC. Shout out to Solo Blizzo. What's good, y'all? Shout out to everybody else that's tuned in. Make sure you hit the comments so I can give you a shout out. But ladies, welcome to the show.
Hey, well,
Thank
you.
Yeah. So I want to start with you, Sanavi. Am I saying your name right?
Yeah, you are.
Okay. So let's start with you. Let the people know what city you representing from.
Hey, it's your girl Sanavi, and I'm repping the 305 Dade County Stand Up, Miami, Florida. What's good?
Yes. And Reecee, where you representing from?
I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yay.
Originally, I'm from Pittsburgh. I lived all over there. I lived in Missouri for like 10 years, and now I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. I've been here for 6 years. So, but I'm originally 412. I got it on my wrist. That's my birthday too, April 12th.
Hey.
Oh, that's what's up. So are you an Aries?
Yeah, I'm an Aries.
Okay. How about you, Sanavi? What's your sign?
I'm a Cancer. I just celebrated a birthday back in June on 29th,
Oh, happy belated birthday to you guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I want to start with Sanavi. How did you first get started making music? What motivated you to start creating music?
Well, I believe collaborating with different artists and like, you ever heard of, hey, what's up, Cancer Gang? I see the comments coming through. Just caught my attention. But
Hey, Kira.
I believe collaborating with just talented other individuals, like getting together with them and having like shared moments, being brought up in the church as well, also played a role in me singing and getting involved and finding out about different musicians who are involved more heavily in the industry outside of church. So, that's what really got me out exploring and
Nice.
seeing what's out there.
Definitely. So would you say, because you, like you said, you grew up in church. So when I think of growing up in church, I think of clean music. I think of not too explicit at times. But I could be wrong. So when it comes to your music, do you still live up to that church girl vibe, or do you kind of, do your own thing?
I feel like I'm constantly evolving as an artist, so I wouldn't just place myself in one bracket. Like I'm still breaking out of that shell. I'm still evolving. So it's definitely not just church girl, it's more like just breaking through different barriers, seeing what
Yes.
works.
I love that too. And you guys, if you haven't listened to her music on the screen, you can actually see her handle above. It's at C Sanavi. Please go ahead and follow her. Check out her music, because when you listen to it, there's so many different styles. I mean, she's so creative. I love it. So make sure that y'all do check that out. Plus, we got a little treat for y'all at the end. So stay tuned.
Hey,
But
yes, I'm
Reecee,
excited.
yes. Reecee, I gotta ask you, what got you started making music?
Um, Making music and being a performer, like I started out performing before I made music. So my granddad um from Pittsburgh, we he had a group called the Unspeakables, which is a lip syncing group. And
Mhm.
so I was started out performing like from when I was like 4 until when I moved from Pittsburgh when I was 12, just in that group, doing rehearsals. And I didn't realize how much that was still a part of me until like I moved to Charlotte in 2018. I
Mhm.
had started rapping just by freestyling and joking around when I was like probably like 4 years before I moved to Charlotte. When I was a freshman in college, I would just play around and just freestyle. And I was like, if I could freestyle, I could probably really rap some stuff. And I used to do poetry and all types of stuff. I've always been a writer, from like fan fiction stuff to all types of stuff. I wrote like a little short film in middle school. So just like little stuff like that. But when I started rapping and posting my stuff to YouTube when I was like 19. And then I was in a relationship and I took some time off. But when I moved to Charlotte, I was like, okay, I'm free. I can do my own thing now. And let me actually pursue my music and start recording and everything like that. So that's what really got me to just going for it. And ever since 2018, I've just been going for it. Like I've done a lot out here and start doing events and all types of stuff. But really, it's always been in me, from the performing to the writing to the now the music. And my mom raps. It's just a bunch of
Wow.
history there.
Wow, that is super dope. So you actually have music built in within the family.
Yeah, definitely,
That
definitely.
is
Some
super dope. Wow. So, I gotta ask you, because my mom used to be a big music, and but she didn't really have the talent that much to rap or sing. But in your case, your mom does. So how is that, having a mom that does the same thing that you do, essentially?
Yeah, it's so interesting because my mom grew up like in an era that is so different. Like, they was freestyling, I'm walking down the street one day and then somebody said, hey, 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 or something like that. Like they had a different swag, like with how they did it, like Sugar Hill Gang, all that. That's the stuff she grew up on. And so definitely I would see her writing, and she's more like a storyteller. So I definitely it's interesting just seeing her writing style. She definitely can really display a message and a story. And she does a lot of like comedy type raps and stuff. Like I went, God rest my dog's soul, but when my dog was still alive, like there would be dogs sitting and then she'll leave a rap there when I get back and it be from the dog's perspective, like he like something like that, like just all types of stuff like that. So just having that writer, seeing her write and do things, it definitely helped. And she also supports my music a lot, so that definitely helps to have someone I could be like, that understands, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, huge shout out to Mama Dukes. That is awesome. So, how about you, Sanavi? Do you have any family members that actually do music as well with you?
Well, everybody in my family, they definitely come from a musical background. They church being that background too. My brothers, they used to rap, and it's like they didn't carry it on. My sister used to sing, she didn't carry it on, so I'm the one that's really like holding on, carrying
Yes,
it through. Yeah.
definitely. So, who would you say, three of your top biggest artists and motivators are in the game?
My biggest, the top artist in the
Hmm.
game for me, I would say, ooh, come back to me. Come back.
Okay, I gotcha. How about you, Reecee? Who would you say your top three
Um,
is in the game?
Currently, or like just throughout growing
Just,
up and everything.
yep, just in general. It could be male, female, anytime era.
Um, Top motivators. I would definitely have to say currently I really love Anderson Paak. Really love his music. I think he's dope. I'm going to see him in concert at the Hollywood Bowl with a whole thing. I love his music. That's recently. I feel like before that, and you're saying like influence my music
Yeah.
or just in general?
Like influenced you, motivated you, that you look up
Motivate.
to?
Okay. I definitely love I gotta say I have to say Eminem because growing up like rapping, like I remember like that being like one of my first favorite rappers and just learning his raps and you kind of hear it in my cadences sometimes depending on what it is. So
Mhm.
some people can hear it. So I definitely gotta say Eminem. Even though I don't listen to Eminem today or in the last 10 years, but I like some old Eminem music. And then I
Yeah.
really love I'm gonna have to say Kanye too. So
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to say
Okay.
Kanye West. Yeah, I love Kanye music, man, and he's just so dope, like such an innovator, and just like what he's able to do. I think he's a genius. I think he's really like that. I feel like we got to give him his flowers more because like he really created some really dope music from the production to
Hmm.
even though today he kind of again it's like today it's like Anderson Paak all the way for me, but as far as like eras in my life, I definitely could say Eminem, Kanye before that.
Those are some good choices.
I feel that Geminis are normally geniuses too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Yes, Geminis definitely are geniuses. I give that to them.
Right now, I can only think of the top two in my head. I can't. I'm trying to think of a third person, but definitely on my radar right now, and who I've been watching, who I've been inspired and influenced by would be Lord, what's her name? Her name is like her face is in my. Nah, she sings that song "All Right," and then she got another song.
All right.
All right, that's a big song, and she kind of dedicated Janet, had a tribute of Janet and Michael Jackson in her music video, and she also did um she performed at the BT Awards and did a cadence did a like a tribute to Usher.
Was it Tiana Taylor?
Was
You
not
talking
BT
about Money
Awards.
Long?
What's her name?
Money Long?
Not Money Long.
No,
No.
oh yeah, you talking about Victoria Monet.
Victoria
Yeah.
Monet. Yes.
Thank you, K
I thought it
Melody.
was Victoria, but for some
Like
reason
my
I'm
mind went blank.
saying
I'm like, this girl, I love her. Like
Oh
I
yeah,
absolutely
she killed that.
love
do you really love her though? Because you just forgot her name.
I know. No, don't do me like that. No, seriously, I literally went blank. But all I can think of is her music. I
Yes.
absolutely love Victoria Monet. Like I be studying her dance moves. I just
Yeah,
be
she's
on her
hard.
page like all the time.
Yes.
But I don't know why I just went blank on her name just now. But I
Yes.
absolutely love her. I think she's like up next. She already there, but it's just like as far as long term like generation, like a generational changer, like someone that was like people looked up to, like Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, like
Right.
Beyonce had her era and everything. Like it just seems like she's on her way. Like I absolutely love her. I'm so like blown away with her talent.
Yes. Yes. Huge
And
shout
how
out to
she can
Malik.
really like showcase and give the tributes out really
Yeah.
well for these like dope people that's just been in the game for years, decades.
Yeah, exactly. Huge
Yeah.
shout out to Lissa as well. Yes. No,
Who?
so who would you say your other two would be?
Beyonce. I love Beyonce. I
Gotta let some
cannot
be.
not like Beyonce.
Yeah.
I think she's amazing. She really like paved the way for all these new generation
Yeah.
R&B singers like SZA, her, everybody. I can see, just even though they all have their unique style, I just
Yeah.
see the growth of just how music has changed and evolved through these artists. So
Yeah.
I love those artists too, like the new ones that's out.
Yeah.
Like SZA and her and Kaylani. There's so many. It's so many. I really love Coco Jones too.
Oh, I love
So
her.
there's people like that.
I
I'm
want
like
Missy a shout out
tuning,
too.
looking at who?
Missy. Yes.
Oh,
Missy,
Missy, yes.
will mention for me. Yeah, Missy Fire. I remember
Mhm.
like
Mm-hmm.
super young, like seeing her videos and everything. Like
Yes.
she's there's nothing like Missy. I got to see her on tour. I'm like, I can't believe.
Even Sierra, same
Oh,
thing.
yes.
Yeah,
Sierra's bomb.
yeah.
Yeah, I just love the whole, triple threat, singing,
Yes.
dancing, and like, performer, like
Yeah.
Yes. Even after
writer, like
babies.
yeah, even after babies, look at Snatch,
Right.
like woo.
Right. Oh man. So I gotta ask you guys because I'm loving all the artists that you mentioned, especially the females. What I love the most about that is that they give dedication to the ones they looked up to. Because I felt like there was a period in time in the game where new artists would come out and it's like they were almost scared to pay homage to the ones who came before them. So, all the ladies that's coming up, I would say at least when I start noticing it a lot, Lotto start doing it, and then all the girls that followed after her, Glow in a sense,
Sexy
Megan in a
red.
sense, and then all the ladies that you mentioned. And that's one thing that catches my attention when I listen to artists, because at the end of the day, yes, it's a game. You're in friendly competition, but at the same time, as a female artist, this is our time to shine. It's been so
Mhm.
long where this game was male dominated, and now females are really getting the shine that they deserve. And to be honest with you, this is where this came in at, because I would say your team, I'm not gonna say manager, but your team came to me and they said, "Hey, Sanavi got a new song featuring Reecee Raps." And I said, "Oh, word." I said, "Let me hear something." So he let me hear it and I said, "This is dope." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, let's set up an interview." Okay, let's do it. And I love how you guys interact with each other, and it just seems like y'all just are here for fun. You want to have fun, you want to jam out. So
Mhm.
I gotta ask you, and I'm sure people that are tuned in wants to know, how did you guys first meet?
Um, who you want to ask? Okay, I'll answer. So we first met. We actually met at a conference in January. She was living in California, but I was on the panel at this conference. It's your time conference. Shout out to them in Charlotte. So she actually, after I had spoke on the panel, she had came and introduced herself to me, and then she said she was in LA, and I was like, oh, I might be going to LA next week. She's like, well, if you're gonna be there on this day, I'm having a performance, and I didn't even have my ticket booked at that point. But when I did go to book my ticket for LA, I knew somebody else. It was like the 26th, her performance. Somebody else was performing on the 24th, and then Grammy week was the next week, and I was like, and then I knew somebody that was leaving on the 27th that I had to get in the studio with. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go for 2 weeks, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure I'm there like on the 24th. I went to my one friend's show. I pulled up to Sanavi show, and
You did.
after like really not knowing her or nothing, and because I had went and listened to her music after the conference too, and I was
Yeah,
like,
we both
I
there.
really rock with her music. Like, and I'm kind of like I do events too, so I listen to a lot of music. I hear a lot of music, and it's not a
Mhm.
I'm and I'm sorry, I'm not a huge fan of singy stuff, you know. So for me to actually like her music, I was like, okay, she's really dope, because I don't really
Yeah.
listen to R&B too much. Like I'm
Mhm.
more of a like a hip hop head. Like if I listen to R&B, it's usually faster cadences and stuff like that. So I knew that spoke to that she had really good music for me to be like, yo, I really rock with her music because I hear music all the time. But
Yes.
yeah, I pulled up to her show, she killed it, and from there, I had seen her like quite a few times when I was out in LA over the course of 2 weeks, and then I'll let you finish the rest of the story since
Yeah, we was rocking from that point. I was like, oh man, she dope. She really showed up. Like that's love. Like I really appreciate her coming out. And so like anything that I knew that I had lined up, or if I could get a +1, I invited her and said, what you got planned tonight, since I knew she was in town. So we could rock out. And we had went to SZA's after party. That was so dope. You
yeah,
know?
yeah, that was
And
fun.
like from there, we just kept hanging out more and more. And like there was one time, I think I
That was
spent the
towards
night.
the end. That was you spent the night after SZA's party, because I was about to leave. I left like not too long after that, but
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
so she spent the night at my Airbnb after the after party.
yeah.
Nice.
Next day is
We would
when
just we would just chill. I said, I got this beat, like, what you think about it? We're like, let's see if we can come up with something here.
right,
Yes.
And
and
the
then
vibes was great. That
melodies came, and we just
melodies
got there,
came.
and we took like 2 hours and wrote it out, and did it, and then the next day we was in the studio, and it
Yeah,
was the quickest like turnaround time I've seen. Like, so shout out to
ever.
Sanavi.
And when I tell you this girl did a one take in the studio, I was just absolutely blown away with her because I was just like, yo, she is about that. She about
Yes.
that.
Thank you.
She's so
Wow.
dope.
But
I was
y'all are
very
about that,
impressed.
because I
Uh-huh.
I got some features floating around that ain't dropped after 2 years. So for it to just be like January or beginning of February to now already dropping and
That's
everything,
work.
I think I commend y'all for that, because if it was my song, that shit would have dropped till like next year or the next year after that. So I do appreciate that. I see my cousin in the chat. Shout out Richie Porter.
Hey, shout out to
Hey.
Cuzzo.
Shout out to Richie. What's a good, bro?
Yeah, Marcus.
See? Small world.
It's my first cousins. Like, so
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
cousins. So yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Richie. Shout out to Marcus. Shout out to Ronnie. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, that's my family for real. Like they stay here when they come to Charlotte and everything.
Wow.
So,
Yeah. Shout out to them. They doing their thing. Shout out to their, I think it's called Super
Smash
Smash
Burgers.
Burger. Yes.
Yeah, I was the first one to know, because he had a question about some trademark, and I was just so proud of my little cousin, because he's 6 months younger than me. But that's my little cousin. So yeah, all love.
Yes, and I love to see it. And as I mentioned, you guys, we're actually going to get into the song shortly. I know y'all waiting, but y'all got to wait a little bit longer. But so I want to say, because you said the vibes were dope, you got the song out. So how has the single been doing for you guys? How's the feedback been since you dropped that single?
I love it. I know people love it. My mom said she listened to it 20 times in a row while she was driving back from Pittsburgh, actually. So, I mean, I think it's been pretty great on my side. And I feel like I like it because I don't do a lot of like songs like this, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
And I feel like we both stepped out our comfort zone. And I love the balance between it all, you know what I'm saying? I think it's really dope.
Yes.
I agree. It was definitely something different from what we've done in the past. And I feel like the people that listened to it, they needed to grow. It needed some people I know needed it to grow on them first before like they was like, okay, I actually like this,
Needed to grow.
Yeah.
No,
It was like, this is different from what you do. Like I guess they normally used to hear me singing, and I'm like over here kind of trying to rap.
I can see that from your side, because it's even more different from your side. I do got some songs that kind of dabble in that, but it's more of my older music and stuff like that. I got a couple, but yeah, for the bulk of my music, it's not like that. But it's still, this is a hip hop song. It sounds like to me, so I can see that coming from your end.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this ain't the Sanavi I know.
Yeah, this is the Sanavi I know. Oh my god, they was like,
Girl.
this is dope. This is different. But I
This is
like
different.
it.
Yes. And I was thinking that I was like, when I listened to it, because again, I heard your other music. So when I listened to it, I'm like, I had to look like, is this Sanavi or did I click something else? Did you send me the wrong song? And I said, I like this. I like how she was able to switch it up. And that's how you can tell a difference when it comes to people who just make music as a hobby and actual artists, is when you're super diverse and you're able to get on different tracks and be on different tracks with different artists, and still be able to come out on top, both of you guys, you know, not just one or the other, but both. So I do want the people to hear it. So what we're going to do, you guys, we're going to get into Throw Up real quick, vibe out a little bit, and then we'll come back with some questions. Please, if you're tuned in and you got some questions for them, comment them in the comment section so that we can ask them. All right. So let's listen to the song, you guys.
Talk, I'm too faded. He watching me, but his page is blocked, man. He's getting creative. I'm highly anticipated. I must be his entertainment. I'm rising up and they choking up cause they see my wins and they hate it. Popping out with my day one. Got that sauce, yeah, we A1. Clean your plate, don't leave no crumbs. Hit it to the beat, I know you're gonna eat. Heat up, shut it down. Big sound, I'm underground. I'm the queen, can see the crown. Run it up, no I can't do no run around. Yeah, looking good from the toes up. Money long, can't fold up. Big shots, gotta pull up. You know we make them sick like throw up, throw up.
These hating, and really I think that I know why. They keep instigating these little situations, and maybe it's because I'm so fly. Or maybe cause I don't need ghost rides. I think they was plotting the whole time. Meanwhile I'm out eating some both sides and stacking my profit up both times. I ain't close to finish. Boozy should've had me on that record cause I'm really independent. Shopping for hours and hours, money long when I spend it. Rose quartz in my pendant, black raw when I enter like whoa. Better illumination like bold. Might get slapped if you act quite bold. I know I'm lit, EBA Kyo. In the name Reecee Raps, don't need no typos.
Heat up, shut it down. Big sound, I'm underground. I'm the queen, can see the crown. Run it up, no I can't do no run around. Yeah, looking good from the toes up. Money long, can't fold up. Big shots, gotta pull up. You know we make them sick like throw up, throw up. Put your hands in the floor. Get into the beat. I know you're
Oh my God. That was super dope.
This
I told
song
y'all.
just got added to 10 playlists, y'all. And it's got
Congratulations.
4,100 plus streams right now on Spotify. So
Oh my gosh.
crazy.
Yes. No, you got people going crazy in the comments. Oh my goodness. You got people putting hearts. You got people saying they love this. This is fire. Somebody said, okay. K Melody said, I like. She would love to collaborate with you both. And then she wants to know, is there a music video in the works for you ladies?
Ooh, still coming. I gotta go down to Miami so we can shoot that. I feel like Miami, where Sanavi's at, is the perfect scenery for it. Like,
Yes.
summer. So yeah, it's definitely in the works. Be on the lookout for it, and definitely K Melody hit us up. We would love to. We love to collab with dope people.
Yes. Oh, I can see. You said Miami, and the first thing I could think of is y'all on a yacht and just vibing.
Fire.
Yes. Just
We're gonna have to give you a creative direction credit.
Yes.
I definitely see the yacht now that you say that. It's some city scene, palm trees, nightlife. You know, that Miami's perfect for it. For sure.
Yes, Miami is beautiful.
You've been to Miami?
No, I've never been to Miami, but I want to. So maybe one day when you got a concert.
I couldn't see myself living there, but it's dope.
Yeah.
Like Miami, though, is
Yeah.
shout out.
I gotta ask you, Sanavi, how is it living in Miami? Because there's so many horror stories.
Oh, I know. They say so many stuff about Miami. When you go to Miami, it's always something when it comes to Miami. There's always something going on.
Yeah.
It sounds like
But I heard y'all have a lot going on too at the same time.
It do. But I don't be. I have no parts.
Miami, some shit. I ain't even gonna get into that. Look,
She said no comment.
I have no parts.
Oh man. And I mean Reecee Raps, because you mentioned being from the city.
Yeah.
How would you describe Pittsburgh to everybody else when it comes to the music scene here?
You know, I couldn't tell you. That's why I need to get into it. Because I didn't start doing the music until I moved to Charlotte. So I'm really a huge part of the music scene out here in Charlotte, from doing the events, curating a festival actually coming up Labor Day weekend, 2-day festival. I wish I could answer that more. I need to be more tapped in. I know I did one show out there, and all my family pulled up and stuff. And shout out to Chaz and Richie for putting that together. You know, they put it together around when we was coming to town and stuff like that. But I have a platform called Dope Events, DOAP Events. I would love to bring my platform up there and do an event. All it takes is, just a venue and stuff like that. But I would love to know more. So you tell me what you think about the Pittsburgh music scene.
Yes. I mean, honestly, I love it. I personally love it. I feel like we came a long way for the independent artists. We came a long way. People are starting to research things more and understand how this game works. So I would say, all in all, there's so much talent here in Pittsburgh. I know a lot of people come here or live here and they say, oh, Pittsburgh this, Pittsburgh that. We wish we was in a different city. But let's all be honest. Every city got their crap.
For sure.
Yeah, every city got their crap. But overall, Pittsburgh is super full of talent. I would say that.
I did notice that. I do know that, like, from when I was out there. And shout out to my cousin too, Richie Porter. He's super talented. I see him moving a lot and doing a lot more shows than what I've seen since the last time I performed out there in 2022. So I love to see him out there. I just got to come back more. I'll actually be out there beginning of August for a weekend. So definitely would love to get into some stuff and just also contribute to the culture out there, just like I'm doing out here in Charlotte. Because I musically feel like I'm from Charlotte because I pursued it only out here. But like, I'm really, like, when it comes to where I'm from, I'm really from Pittsburgh. I get to Pittsburgh, I start having memories. Oh yeah, I remember that from growing up, because I moved when I was in 7th grade. I went to Arsenal Middle. Like, you went there?
I did go to Arsenal Middle. Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy. What years were you there?
Woo.
Or what year did you graduate, I guess?
Woo. Okay, I graduated high school in 2013. In high
So
school.
we was probably there around the same time, because I graduated 2012. So I was in high school like 2006 grade, 2006, 2007. Went to Arsenal, and then I moved to California, and then I moved to St. Louis, and I moved to Kansas City. Then I moved to Charlotte. So it's like in the Midwest, I gotta give a shout out to the Midwest because they definitely. I like a lot of Midwest artists too. I love the twist and chop and fast rap as well. I feel like I grabbed something from everywhere. Like, I feel like a lot of my when I hear Pittsburgh artists and beat selection, I love some of that stuff. I can hear myself and some of that. And then the West Coast vibes. People think I'm from the West Coast sometimes, but I've only lived there for 6 months. But then
I only moved like 3 times. I went from Vegas to LA, back to Miami.
Those are all
big city,
so,
big tourist
like mid city mover, like not the top, like
not Midwest.
Pittsburgh I lived in like Temecula, California. Then it was St. Louis, then it was Kansas City. So, and then Charlotte, like mid-sized cities. So
I actually visited Pittsburgh back in 4th of July. I had a performance there too. So that was really dope. I love Pittsburgh. I think it's a beautiful city. Like,
it is very beautiful.
Especially during the fireworks and the 4th of July festivities. I went down to where the bridge was. Oh my God. I was just like,
Yeah,
man.
what bridge? Look, we gotta
So many, right?
It's so many bridges, like so much water, so many tunnels. I didn't realize, like, till I moved from there, that not everywhere got tunnels, not everywhere got all these bridges and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Right.
And then living in the Midwest, there's no mountains whatsoever. It's like living in Cali, there was barely no trees where I was at in the valley. It's like you
Oh
just
my gosh.
landscapes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, a lot of producers I work with though are from the South. So I
Yeah.
get a little bit of something from everywhere that I've been.
Gotcha. So let's say, because I want to have a little fun now. So let's say you ladies had a choice to perform anywhere in the world in front of billions of people. What city you choosing?
Billions? What city got billions of people?
I know.
The whole world, half the world gonna travel to this show.
Yes.
This the World Cup of performances.
Right.
Hmm.
Anywhere around the world?
Mm-hmm. Anywhere.
Dang. I would say UK, but
Ooh. Okay.
What part? What
be
city?
overseas.
What city?
What, London?
I love London. I performed
do
out
love
of
London.
London. Yeah.
I performed
I'm
out of
saying
London.
yeah.
Such a
It's
vibe.
coming.
I'm thinking like,
You performed in London?
yeah.
Ooh.
So
It was dope. I performed a couple times out there and just really tapped into the scene. I cannot wait to go back to London. I had such a vibe there, and I never expected. London was never on my list of places to ever go, and it happened to be the first place I used my passport on.
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
like, and I'm telling you, like, I tapped into such a. They told me I tapped into a deep creative vein in the city. They were so surprised I was from America. I was the only American I met out there. It was just like I was really like at all the local shows. I met and there's so much culture. It's such a melting pot with everybody was born in a different country, and I met
Yes.
so
Yeah, like I got a friend that lives over there that's from Jamaica, but she has like the Jamaican but UK accent.
Right.
Blend.
Accent isn't as bad as I thought it was when they mix with like the African Jamaican and they mix. It's not straight like British, but I'm thinking somewhere like Lagos or something. But I'm like, do I even got music that Lagos is messing with? I'm like, I might be making more Afro beats and stuff like that. But I'm thinking somewhere in Africa, like.
Oh, that would be dope.
Yeah, like South Africa, like Johannesburg.
That would be dope.
Yeah, that would be super dope.
Or like that, like, but
yeah.
I mean, Toronto was cool too. But I do like London a lot. Like, but I feel like I'm definitely looking forward to like performing in more places, like all over. Like, I'm sure Amsterdam probably dope. I'm sure like places in Korea dope, like Seoul, like they love hip hop in a lot of places in Asia. So yeah,
the people in Czech Republic though, I gotta shout them out because I got a chance to go there to Prague, and I got to perform in like this underground basement type setup where they had a band and everything. It was so dope. It came with so many different rooms.
That is dope.
For performance, bar, just performance here, performance there in these different rooms. It was so dope, and the people show mad love. So I probably would go back to Prague to perform because like they show you love like you a celebrity. So
that's what I can't just. That sounds amazing. I really just I'm looking forward to next year because I'm just going to just be traveling and tapping into the creative scenes. I feel like it's so dope to find the creative scene, and no matter what city you're in, once you find it and you tap into it, like they always show love. It's always a vibe. And it's just like so dope to see their talent and what they have and their people. And it's so many talented musicians all over the world that you probably will never hear of, but it's just really dope to witness it, you know?
Yes. It's fun, actually. I call it fun because it's so cool to hear the things that people can come up to, like what goes on in people's heads every day. And I tell people all the time, if you want to get to know somebody or know what they're going through without them having to tell you verbally, you can listen to their music. Most of the time they tell it within their music.
Right. And that's why it's important to keep music introspective and like a part of you, and like so many ghostwriters and different things, like you kind of lose that sometimes when you get bigger and bigger. Some people you kind of lose their story. That's why I do like artists like Kanye, and I did like artists like Eminem and stuff like that. Well, older stuff, they were more like introspective, so I think that's important to do that.
Mhm.
I see my other cousin perform at Super Smash Burg. Look, I'm coming. I cannot wait. I'm so sad I didn't get to make it 4th of July because my
Yeah.
paid, and
You
but
got sick, right?
I even dreamed about Super Smash Burgers. I was like, yo, they got this impossible burger. I dreamed that I went there. I dreamed that somebody tried to make another Super Smash Burger. And I've been really obsessed with this burger spot that I really want to try it.
No, but I heard chicken is the spot out there. I need to get me some chicken out there. Fried chicken. I heard it's the
Like
spot.
I'm vegan,
So
so
good.
I don't. Yeah, I'm vegan. So, but he put a vegan burger on the menu for his cousin. So I
See?
appreciate that.
There we
Good.
go. Yes. And I do want to say huge shout out to him and his lady because, at the very beginning, when you start a business, there's downfalls and there's ups. I wouldn't say it's a downfall for them. I kind of feel like people were hating, but how they handled the situation was everything. I said, "Oh, you go ahead. Okay, I know that's right."
Customer service is so important, and people don't realize that. Like, you can't just
Exactly.
be on here arguing with customers or none of that. And you just gotta. I learned that from like working at Quick Trip when I was like a teenager. They were so big on customer service, like, and people don't understand that. And sometimes it's like, as a business owner, we get mixed up with like, the business is the business. It's not you. You know what I'm saying? So you can't
Exactly.
answer like as a person. You
Don't take it
answer as a
personal.
business. Like, so yeah, I'm
Exactly.
so proud. I'm so proud. And they always doing something like just over the years. So I'm not surprised at all, like at the success and like how they're doing it. And I love all publicity is good publicity, because they definitely, the whole city was talking about it right
Facts.
when they opened and they told about it. So shout out to
Yes.
Marcus, shout out to Branice, shout out to the
Mhm.
for sure.
Facts. Yes. I'm definitely gonna come get my burger, y'all. I ain't forget about y'all. I'm coming. So I must ask you, because you said something really crucial, about how customer service is, and when you own a business, you you are your business now. You have to learn when to turn off personal and business.
Mm.
So I must ask you guys, and whoever can go first, but name one time where you felt triggered, but you had to choose your business side over your personal side.
Oh, well,
She
that's
said, "Oh,
simple. A situation where like you get hollered at, you know, that happens. They come and they have their own business, but they come at you in a more like, let me holler at you in a personal way. And I just be like, well, I'm here for this business. I'm here to do my thing. If you would like to work, well, just contact my manager and we can see, we can set something up, and then they try to switch the roles like, oh, okay, she on her business tip. So let me go ahead and just rock with that. But now it kind of makes me question, should I even consider it? Because you
right,
initially tried to come at me with a personal way. I hope you don't mess with me or whatever my business, the outcome of things, afterwards. So
right,
yeah.
right."
I'm still learning.
I seen it in her face. She was
Still
like,
learning.
Not
"Well,
trial and error, dog. It is.
I'm still learning, man. I'm still learning, man. Because people be trying you, and you just
Mhm.
yeah,
like I'll go there with you too. And it's just, yeah,
yeah,
it's a work in progress
yes,
for me.
yes,
It's a work in progress for me. So it's sometimes where I went there with people, and then I'm like, fuck, man, I'm a business. I'm a brand. What am I
yes.
doing?
Yes, it happens to the best of all of us at some point. Because I feel like for most people as a music artist, because I do dibble and dabble in music a little bit, and I feel like there's sometimes when, let's say I just dropped a song, but it might have been what I'm feeling. It's hard for me to separate that from me because that was how I felt when I rapped that song.
Mhm.
So sometimes I might get triggered a little bit. Perfect example yesterday. I felt so bad. Huge shout out to Pittsburgh Chatter for real. I didn't realize that was you. My bad. But I went to a Pirates game for my job, and there was the person just kept staring at me, and I'm one of the people. what are you staring at? Like, what?
Yeah.
Say something. Like,
You sure you from Pittsburgh? Because that's a Miami thing too. You look at them the wrong way. They're looking at you like, may I help you?
yes. Yes, because I'm big on if I'm gonna look at you, like if I'm looking at you ladies, I might be like, oh, I love your earrings or I love your hair or something like that. So I'm not, I don't know, it irks my soul. So the game was over. We end up leaving. He comes out afterwards and he's like, dang, that's crazy. You asked for an interview, but you don't know who I am. And I'm like, who? First of all, who is you? Why you walk up on me like that? So then he was like, I'm Pittsburgh Chatter. He was like, but it's cool though. Did it like he was really mad. And I'm like, I mean, my bad, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Like
it's Pittsburgh Chatter. Shout out to them. Is their face their brand?
no, they have a logo. So what happened was I was looking for people to interview me for something I was doing and somebody commented their name. So I went to message the person and they were like, yeah, you we know each other, but yeah, da da da. I'm like, we do.
How you gonna know that though if your face you're not the face of the brand? So it's kind of like it's definitely hard to
Yes.
distinguish that. But I try to like separate my brand from me as much as possible, like with my events and stuff. Like I don't like. I mean, I'll be like the host and different things, but I don't. Some people know that's my brand, some people don't, and like I've had
Yeah.
I've had somebody try to like try to like tell on me to me because they didn't know like I was the one behind the page. It was so crazy. It was like I had like this was like 2021. I had COVID, but it was gone. It was gone at that point. And then and then I was hosting a show and they're messaging my event page like somebody's gonna be there with COVID. And I'm like, who are you talking about? They like Reecee Raps is gonna be there with COVID. I'm like, well, her doctor cleared her to be here. So she got diagnosed 17 days ago, and you could like she's fine, she's not contagious anymore. And it was just like they was hating on me, like they was like really trying to tell on me to me, but hate like and then it was weird. Like then she dropped like some type of diss record on me.
You got a diss record dropped on you, bro?
Well, it wasn't a diss record, so she said because I didn't find out till a year later. Like,
oh wow,
somebody said your name in this song. I'm like, I'm not believing it till I hear it because ain't no way somebody said something about me in this song. But it sure enough, she said, so you could tell Reecee is a rap in this bitch.
Oh, shots fired.
Better. She said you could tell Reecee Raps. You could tell Reecee Raps is a rap, and you should have just said Reecee is a rap and did the play. But it was so late that I found out about it. I'm like, damn, like that shit was serious. You was trying to get me up out of here to my own.
Okay, that was personal.
I'm like, damn, what I need to do. And this is somebody that has performed at my events and shit in the past, and it'd be people just like hating, like they be mad that you get recognition because like I won awards my first 2 years in Charlotte, like female hip hop artist of the year and stuff like that. So in the Queen City Awards, and just when I literally the first year I moved there, I hadn't even lived there for a year, so it was like
things just started hating, which is why we made that song Throw Up.
Right, like these bitches be hating, these niggas be hating. I think that I know why. Like I feel like people gonna hate. Like I know I got haters now, but I don't know I got haters now because they non-exist. They invisible. They hate in the shadows and shit like that. So it's
exactly.
Like, hating in the shadows. I'm still doing stuff. So
yeah, and I mean to be honest with you, and I say this very proudly, and I say this to anybody: if you don't have haters, you're doing something wrong because you're not giving somebody anything to talk about.
Right. And people will have a problem with anybody doing something just because they're not doing something. And it's like, you got time to do that. But look at how much I'm inspiring people. Look at how much I'm building the culture out here. Like people be mad because I'm not from Charlotte sometimes. Like, it's like, well, y'all niggas is from here and y'all ain't do much for the city. It's like, it's a lot of people I don't put over 1,000 artists on stages while being good artists and while doing my own thing and still putting myself on stages and doing different festivals and performing with bands and giving people opportunity, getting people paid, you know what I'm saying? Like giving people jobs, like all types of stuff. So it's like, it's all good. At the end of the day, it's like, you can't stop what ain't meant to be stopped. So.
Exactly. You sure can. Shout out to Young Tizzy. Shout out to Robert. Ascot Records in the building. What's good? I'm all late, y'all. But, and one thing that I like, because they're, okay, perfect example. Kendrick Lamar and Drake. What is y'all intake on that? I got to get that first.
Oh,
Damn.
She said,
R.I.P. Drake. No, I'm just playing.
I know, right?
No, I think he'll bounce back. I think
For
he'll
sure.
bounce back. But I will say, in Charlotte, I still heard Drake songs when I was out. I will say I was in LA for 4 or 5 days, like last weekend of June. I ain't hearing not one Drake song. I was like, damn, they not fucking with this nigga out here. I feel like in Pittsburgh, they'll still play it. Like, I feel like if you're not on the West Coast, like, people still fucking with Drake. But I feel like in LA, they is not messing with Drake. And that's okay, because it's like, I get it. But it's funny, I went to Toronto and we did a tour in Toronto in April. And I'm like, one of the people on the tour, he was like, I gotta get Chinese food everywhere I go. And we sat down to this Mediterranean spot the first night. This nigga left to go get Chinese food. He actually went to New Ho King. And the next week it was in the damn Kendrick diss. And he tried to tell us, he's like, yeah, the spot was nice. And the next week it was like in the diss. And I was like, damn, I should have went to New Ho King too. Right. But I think it was it's dope to see Kendrick get out and drop some shit. But also I don't feel like it's the end of Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Drake need to just take some time and stop posting selfies and just kind of come back next year. You know what I'm saying?
Like, this is your season, bro. Just come back.
Just quit this summer out. Come back. Yes. October's very own. You come back in October. And shit. Like, and just, yeah.
I definitely think he'll bounce back. Honestly, there was a big thing. I was listening to Whammo earlier, and they were like, how do y'all feel about, the diss songs? And they was rating them from 10 to 1. And long story short, number 1 was Hit 'Em Up by Tupac. I forgot what number 10 was.
I love Hit 'Em Up.
I love that song.
I love Hit 'Em Up, man.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
First song. He was ready.
I know.
He was ready for more.
Right off the very top. Tippity top.
Yes. I remember my first time hearing that.
Me too. I was like, I was so scared for whoever. I was scared for myself. Like,
but they said something interesting to me, and they said, well, not to me, but to the audience. I felt like they were talking to me.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they just, but they were like, it's crazy how out of all the top 10s, there was no female artists in there for their diss songs. And I said, what about when Nicki dissed or Remy Ma or all of them? And then I said, well, I guess they just didn't make history. But I feel like they didn't make history because it ended up escalating further than just the diss song. The guys, some of the times to do with the guys, like Tupac and Biggie was a situation. But I feel like when it comes to a lot of the other diss songs, it is just for fun and games. And I feel like with the female artists, it always has to go further. And now, to be honest with you, that's where I feel like Nicki Minaj and Lotto is in the game at this point. Lotto came out paying her homage to Nicki. And then Nicki start just being Nicki. So what is your intake? Let's say if somebody was like Reecee, for instance, you were talking about how somebody did a diss song on you. But Sanavi, what if somebody does a diss song on you? What is your reaction to something like that?
Well, it's kind of hard for me to believe that someone would, unless we really had some beef. Like,
but girl,
I'm like so nice. I'm such a nice person. If anybody can tell you, like, I'm really genuine, like with meeting new people and like just, I really don't know who would hate me, but if they did, then I would have to come out with, like, they must have done me wrong too. And it had been something that's very recognizable. Right. And now I might just end up throwing out a diss record. I might end up like the words will come out.
Right? That's what I want to like you.
Right? And they will come out very naturally. Like, I literally did a diss record, but I just never put it out.
Who you doing a diss record on? Talk about I'm so nice. But I got something to tuck.
Cool. I did a diss record on a. See, this is why you can't mix business and pleasure. You know what I'm saying? That's
Very
a
true.
terrible thing to do.
Very
So
true.
that's where that came from. That diss record came from missing business and pleasure, and that's why I would never do it ever again. That was a lesson learned.
Definitely a lesson learned. So, and I'm glad that you actually brought that up because I feel like a lot of times people are very either supportive of artists, whether you're female or male, or they're really harsh, whether you're female or male. So, what would you say some of the lessons y'all have learned since starting the rap game and that you carry along with you as you continue on your journey?
You can go ahead, Reecee.
Yeah. So she said,
Don't mess with the cancer. She knows. I'm sorry. She knows. Like we like real sweet, and then you mess with us, we coming for you.
rapper sing. Can we get some bars? So for me, I feel like what I learned the most when I first started, like in the music, is that you can't wait on nobody.
Thanks.
Like, like niggas will talk all day long. I've had managers. I've had like it'd be like talking, like just talking my ear off for like 2-3 hours, and then I don't talk to you for 2 weeks and ain't shit got done. Ain't nothing that we talk. It's like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you just trying to take credit for all of my hard work that I'm putting in already? Like, you're fired. Like, you weren't even hired. This was the trial period. You know what I'm saying? Like you just really got to keep moving. You got to stay consistent for sure. And you got to just, you really got to just hone in on yourself. You can't compare yourself to nobody else's stuff. Like, you really got to do your own thing and stay in your own lane. And that's what I've been doing is staying in my own lane. And, that's what I could say. I would say I don't get too much into. That's what I thought too. Like, how can somebody diss me? I don't do nothing to nobody, but people be jealous. And maybe if I would have found out about it earlier, I would have replied. But it was just like, I got in a rap beef before that. Pretty funny. But
did you put it out?
Yeah, it was on this app. It was on the app Voicey, actually. I caused this whole freaking. I dropped this whole aggressive ass rap. It caused this whole. Everybody started dissing each other on the app. That's why I was like, damn, I realized my power. But everybody was all nice and shit. Everybody was nice and being nice to everybody. I dropped something and then I went to Pittsburgh that weekend. That whole weekend, the whole app dropping diss records on each other and stuff like that. I dropped this record, went back and forth with this girl, and then I felt bad afterwards because I was like, damn, like I won. But I felt bad because I'm like, I don't need to be using my pen for. That's why I can resonate with J. Cole, because it's like people talk a lot of shit on him, but I get that you in the moment, you doing some shit because you like, I gotta respond, but really you don't have to if you don't want to. And I don't feel like I felt like when I was writing this shit, I'm like, yo, this is whack. I hate that I have to write, use my skill to rap about somebody else and they shit.
Right.
Funny, haha, it was great, but I felt bad afterwards. Like, yeah, this is not what I need to be doing with my talent. But I realized just stay true to your heart and how you feel and everything, and don't feel pressured to do other things that are not aligned with your beliefs.
Yep. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. How about you, Sanavi?
I do agree with that.
Yeah, swear. No, I mean, you couldn't have said it any better. People going in here crazy about the Aries. That honestly, we got three
or something else. My sister, I already know.
We got 3 strong horoscopes up here right now. We have a Cancer, we have an Aries, and then I'm gonna let you guys guess. What do you think my horoscope sign is?
Scorpio?
Oh dang, yeah, I almost said it.
Yeah, I thought that too.
I didn't hear you almost say it, but I just
that's crazy.
Scorpio. Yeah, my mom's a Scorpio.
Yeah. Shout out to Ma Dix again. I love her already.
Yeah. That's my cousin's favorite aunt too. So they know. Okay. Like, funny as hell. Yeah. Scorpio. Shout out to the Scorpios. I love Scorpios. And Scorpios and Aries do get along.
We do.
Unless the Scorpio snake you.
For the most part, we be chilling.
I had I had a Scorpio best friend back in the day.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, I heard. It's crazy. I had people come up to me and they're like, "What sign are you?" I'm like, "Scorpio." They're like, okay, nice talking to you." I'm like, "What the heck?"
Scorpios are cool, and that's my rising sign. Actually, is Scorpio. Yeah, so
Ooh.
I'm a Aries sun, Taurus moon, Scorpio rising. So
Okay. Melody said
thank
that's wild. I'm a
you
Cancer
so
sun,
much.
Aries moon, and Scorpio rising.
Oh wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That is crazy. Well, I'm a water sign. I flow with everybody. I'm the current. Period.
Which water sign are you? You must be that.
Yeah,
Because Cancer is a water sign or air.
I think they're air. Are they air?
Cancer is a crowd. Yeah, they're a water sign. I just don't
Oh.
know the whole rising, and I don't know that part yet.
Mm-mm.
I don't know when I was born, so
Okay, Melody,
I
you gotta
find
help
them.
me with that. Okay, Melody's good at
They
that.
don't say it on the birth certificate.
It don't say it on mine.
Damn, Pennsylvania is saying it on mine, so I
It
was
does.
grateful for that. So,
Yes.
I was
Yes.
grateful.
Or you
Yeah.
can find out if you know what time you were born, you could plug it into this app. What was it called? I forgot what it was called, but if I found it, I'll message it to you. And then when you plug it in, it tells you all that information.
I don't think she know what time though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we're gotcha.
Yeah, that's the part I'm missing.
Oh man,
I'll find out though. Maybe I
get an
could
estimate. Get an
do some digging.
estimate.
Yes. Thank you, Coda. We love you. We love us some you too. Oh, here she go. Listen, not with the Aquarius today, love.
My niece is an Aquarius. That's really the only one in my family, but she was born 2/2/22, like February 2nd, 2022. Yeah, she's
Oh wow.
very special.
Yeah, that is a
Yes.
special number right there.
That is a special moment. The Aquarius is woo. It's so funny. It's an insider because that's why I said that to Alyssa. Alyssa was actually on set of a movie we were filming, and we always had debates on our horoscope signs. And there was massive Gemini's and massive Aquariuses, and we're like, oh no, boo, and stuff like that. So it was always fun.
I know Aquarius men be lying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, based
Really?
on what I know.
Definitely
Yeah,
be
I don't
lying.
know a lot of Aquarius. That's like the rarest sign out of all the signs because of like the February so short and everything. But oh yeah, my
Yes.
goddaughter's an Aquarius as well. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, shout out to yeah,
Hmm.
2947. Big Scorpio. All these comments going crazy. So let the people know while we continue to read the comments. Where could they follow y'all on social media to keep up with everything that y'all got going on and for when y'all drop this music video?
Okay. Well, y'all can follow me at Sanavi on all platforms at SeeSanavi on everything. You know, follow my Reverb Nation page. And yeah, everything. Just Google me, Sanavi.
Right.
Period.
Period.
And you can find me Reecee Raps, ReeCeeRaps on everything, all platforms, Instagram, TikTok. I also rap recipes on Instagram, rapping recipes, vegan recipes if y'all want to know about that, or Reecee Cooks on Facebook, or Shauna Reecee. Everything Reecee Raps. So just Google Reecee Raps and look it up and search me on what a YouTube, subscribe, all
Yeah.
that stuff. Go to the website, join the email list, all that.
Yes, y'all. Make sure that y'all follow them on social media. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to start eating a lot more healthier because there's some days when I eat my salads and I feel a lot better, especially with this cold kicking my butt right now. I apologize, y'all, for my voice. I've been trying to keep it together. But
No.
Big Mama, as Lotto would say, about to lay it down and take this medicine, bro.
I hear
But
that.
I do look forward in checking out your recipes because I do kind of want to try vegan. You know, I heard some good things when it comes to switching from eating meat over to being vegan. So I definitely want to try it.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot to it. And your digestion is way better. You like it's been 7 years for me, so like
Wow.
I won't go back. You know, it's like a lifestyle change. I eat really freaking good too. Like my food is good. So now I be trying my food before.
Oh yeah, it was bomb. I
Yeah,
was actually
Oh,
surprised. I was like, "What? This is vegan?"
yeah.
yeah.
Ask around, ask about me. But no,
Yeah.
I really eat good and you don't miss nothing, and it's really just refreshing to be able to just change your lifestyle like that. And it's not hard. Once you still get with it for a month, or and recipes, like you'll be good. So just try it for like a month or so. I got at least 30 recipes, wraps on there, so you got a whole bunch to choose from.
Selection.
Like, yeah, you'll feel a lot better.
I just gotta get to liking mushrooms. I ain't get there yet.
Mushrooms.
I
It
gotta
depends on
get
how you
there.
make them. I don't think I made mushrooms for you, but it depends on how you make them. Like, cause my mom never liked mushrooms her whole life, and then now she actually likes them and craves them and everything. So
Yeah.
it's like,
I'm
what's
not
the
big on
best
mushrooms.
recipe? Man, I got so many. Like tonight, I made a garlic butter cream pasta with mushroom scallops. Like I was eating that while I was waiting for this to start. Like that was super fire, super easy to make. It's a wrap on there. I got orange cauliflower. That one went crazy. My spinach dip went crazy. Like went kind of
Ooh.
viral. I make like chicken sandwiches out of mushrooms. I make all types of stuff like cashew Alfredo out of cashews. Like there's
Oh.
so much different things on there. Sandwiches. I made a BBL Drizzy sandwich and wrapped it to the BBL Drizzy beat. It was like a bell pepper, vegan bacon, and tomato sandwich or lettuce sandwich, and then with a balsamic Drizzy.
Oh my gosh.
Check it out. We got all types of
Okay,
stuff.
BBL.
Chicken
I
lasagna.
love
I
that.
haven't done that one yet. I actually am about to do a drop a taco lasagna though, where you layer like the taco bake and stuff. I make a mushroom and walnut ground meat. Like it's like a lot you can do, and I make a lot of stuff from Whole Foods, like instead of using like the processed vegan meat. But I made lion's mane steak out of like lion's mane mushroom.
Ooh.
There's so much stuff like that I've done on there. It's like it's crazy. Like I've come a long way with the cooking as well.
Yes.
Mhm.
Where were we at? We had let me go back up. There's a lot of comments. Y'all popping today. West
Hey.
Kraken ENT. Please do me a favor. Hit up Ascot Records. They would love the ladies' music in their rotation. And they're super dope. Shout out to Ascot Records. They're actually one of my sponsors for the radio. So shout out to them.
Hey.
Yes.
Salute.
Yes,
Appreciate
definitely
it.
salute. Super
I
supportive.
appreciate it.
Real meat is
Real meat
mushrooms.
is mushrooms.
Oh my gosh. So you
What?
guys don't forget. Oh, hey Tasia.
Oh, that's my other cousin.
Hey.
Hey,
Oh,
other
hey girl.
cousin.
Hey.
Yeah, yeah. I love,
Yes.
it's crazy just to see people like because I moved from Pittsburgh when I was so young, so I'm not like people don't know my cousins where I'm at. Like I don't meet people that I'm like, oh, that's my cousin. It don't happen like that. So it's different for me to even. It's cool to see. So I just got that robbed from me because I moved from my hometown so young. But yeah, it's really dope when I see my cousins out here and moving and shaking and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yes, that is super dope. I really had fun talking to you ladies today. Please do me a favor. If y'all drop anything when you drop your music video, please let me know. Inbox me. Again, you guys, we got Sanavi on the front cover of Hot XX Magazine, Underground Noise Magazine. In August. Sorry, I almost forgot. Look. Whew. But in August, so I'm super excited for that. You can catch the cover. Just follow at HotxX Magazine on social media or go to HotxXMagOnlineRadio.com. So I'm super, super excited. But make sure that y'all go ahead and follow them. Ladies, I do appreciate you guys coming live. And hopefully I can have you on the show again.
I appreciate you, Tara. Thank you so much. And appreciate
Absolutely.
every person that was, tapped in.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank y'all for joining. And yeah, definitely run up, throw up. It's on all platforms. Sanavi featuring myself, Reecee Raps. Definitely keep running that song up and check out our other music. I got 3 EPs out. She got a bunch of singles out. I don't think you don't have an EP
I
yet?
don't have an EP
It's on
yet.
the way. It's on the
On
way.
the way.
But yeah,
Yes.
Exactly.
out.
Yes, you guys. And thank you, like they said, for tuning in. Make sure that y'all, tune in to HotxXMagOnlineRadio.com for the rotation because their song is in rotation for the next 30 days and you can listen any time of the day. So there's no excuses. I don't want to hear I had to work. I don't want to hear I had to potty. I don't want to hear that you had to eat because you can do it while you're doing all of those. So let's go, you guys. Make sure if you're driving that you get home safe. And I hope everybody the best night. And I hope you have a great day tomorrow, guys. We are
Thank
out of
you.
here. You're welcome.
Appreciate
Peace.
you.
No
Peace.
problem.